What is up, YouTube? It's good to be back. It's been a while since I posted. I think the last thing I posted was on Italy, but I made an intention to just take at least or most 10 minutes to record this video to document a few things. Well, first is a transition, which is going to be its whole other separate video and conversation, but I moved into a new apartment. And it's not just any apartment, but it's a very special apartment and a huge transition in my life. So I have an update there, but that's not what the intention of this video. This is more of a check-in on what's happening with the business and like what I just had a big breakthrough on when it comes to what is driving the business forward against what is actually leaking profit from the business. And I got to give a shout out and props to this lady right here, Jonna Lee. Her YouTube channel, so underrated. I'm watching every single video right now, and each one, it's almost like she's in front of my computer speaking to me because it's resonating on that deep of a level on where Matthew and I currently operate and the bottlenecks that's leaking profit from our business. I took one of her forms here, the Lost Profit Finder, she says. It's like a 10-minute survey. I completed this. And when she said one of the biggest, based on how I answered the survey, the biggest profit leakage of our business right now is team. Team is expensive, especially when you don't hire the right members and don't have the right training processes or build an environment to elevate their efficiencies and their own direct role as the business. I recommend she had her last two videos recently published, and I'm basically going through a stage right now where I'm listing on a document what are the pain points and headaches and fires that I get pulled into as a back-end CEO. You could say COO, right? I wear the hat right now of the business. I wear client success, operations, and CEO / leadership, as well as call center manager and customer success representative. I wear a lot of functions in the business, and I get pulled into day to day just random crap that really doesn't necessarily move the needle forward significantly. It's almost I'm just putting out little fires. So what kind of those things do I get pulled into that can either be eliminated, automated, delegated, or streamlined? Eliminated is you just completely stop doing it because it's not worth your time. Automation is using tools like Make or Zapier. Go ahead level, just automate your systems, AI. Delegation is obviously having someone else in place to do the task or outcome for you, or just streamlining the process so you can just be more efficient with your time. What I actually learned, there's a lot of things. Client inquiries on WhatsApp. Make.com automation doesn't fire properly. Client results. An account is out of KPI and I have to go in and fill in the gaps. And pick up the slack from our media buying department. Sometimes I press buttons in the ads manager, like doing manual fixes myself. There are client special requests, client cancellation calls, client failed payments and billing, creative generation, which is something Matthew had to stop acquisition for so he could get pulled in and train our creative director. It's a lot of things. And it's skills I think Matthew and I need to build first and foremost. This number scale came so much clarity on. One is team building. Because the team is costing us so much because of our inefficiencies, when I took this survey, there's so much like this one right now. No matter how much you get delegate, the team still needs me to be involved to get things done. And honestly, the main reason why is this one. They keep coming to me with the same questions, challenges over and over. Oh, no, sorry. Feels like I'm herding cats. I have to organize and assign all the tasks and then follow up to make sure the work is getting done by the right deadline. Otherwise, it's chaos. That resonates with me the most. I can fill out this whole survey, but that spoke to me and made me realize we need to have better processes in terms of training and managing our current team members, and courses or training in place to hire and properly onboard them. That's what I realized, and that's a skill that we have to learn as CEOs. Building SOPs and processes as well for the systems that make up our business. I learned that systems can also be thought of skeleton that provides structure to your business so that other departments and everyone on the team works together to solve it. Then you have marketing and sales, which is arguably what CEOs and visionaries and the main drivers of the business for B2B to just drive more sales, right? I put that third, and I put that in order because I think team building is honestly the number one priority, then the systems, and then marketing and sales. Matthew, in fact, paused acquisition this month because he literally had to help me. And I also realized another revelation, and I'm going to end it here because I got to go soon. I want to keep it under 10 minutes. But another really good quote is, am I delegating a task or delegating ownership of an outcome? What I realized is that you can't just tell your team members to press certain buttons. You should give them a responsibility or ownership on an outcome and say, by any means possible, make sure you get this thing done, right? By any means possible, figure out how to actually do this. And then that way they learn how to think, not just what to think, but how to think about solving that problem or, completing that outcome. I don't have to manually type in. This was a big breakthrough for me. This was revelation because I thought SOPs were listing step by step, exactly what buttons you need to press, and you recorded videos, and it's all this work. But to an extent, yes, that's what an SOP is. But at the same time, it would cause me so much less headache and time, and me constantly going in to put in the fires if I just give my team ownerships of outcomes. So I was thinking what outcomes do the CSM should do? What an outcome a media buyer should own? What outcomes should an appointment setter roll? And I just listed a couple things here. Managing client schedule and availability settings to ensure automations are flowing properly, integrations with CRMs, handling client fires, filling out allocation forms. Media buy should be cost per show. Another one's obviously cost per lead, cost per booking, accuracy of client information, quality assurance on ads. I can go on, but there should be an outcome that this department needs to focus on, and being the CEO of your own role is one of our core values that I need to hone in. Owning your outcomes. I know this is a core value that our company needs to I need to pound into the people so we can just be more profitable. I actually realized and connected the dots. If we get our team to do the right things at the right times, at the highest capacity possible, the most efficient they can work, with A players, you're going to build a dream team where you're working less, you have more freedom, more shit gets done without you being in the business, and this is the company runs without you. Jonna's her video titles are insane. I fired myself from my business and my revenue doubled. How is that possible? So I'm very interested in her videos. I want to build my business this way. I got to break this to Matthew because I don't know if he even understands a lot of this, but that's where I'm at with the revelation on everything. And yeah, got to build out these systems, team building skills, and business stage of the business. So Logic Cam, hope you took something away from this. Logic Cam, August 28th, 2025, out.